Hello, everyone. We we're getting to the end of RLIS, and it has been something to say the least. There's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows across all the tiers, but right now, Rising Star will hopefully have one of those high highs we've been waiting for, as Can's Banshees go against go against Melty Crispy, Young Uranium, and CK, or rather Jacko, who subbed in for Melty Crispy, which is Wolfhound's team, uh, which Rory has been managing. I am known as Nova, and I've been joined by none other than Dealant today. So, how are you doing, Dealant, first of all?
I'm doing good, Nova. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Look, it's always great when I'm casting, so can't complain too much at all.
Can't
So,
complain. Can't complain.
it's been a good season for Rising Star so far, hasn't it, Dave? So,
I
you've
wouldn't
been
know.
looking at a bit more than I have.
I I
You haven't actually had a team there, did you?
I don't have a team with Rising Star, so I haven't paid
Okay,
attention.
my bad.
Like all we know is Rory, the Fraudiger, somehow brought another team into playoffs. Well, the question is, will they end it here? Because we do have a Melty Crispy no show at the moment, so we will be waiting to see just to see how it goes. You know, if Jacko, who is subbing in for Melty Crispy, can do any better. That's the one benefit. Jacko doesn't play the game anymore, really, Nova, but the amount of chemistry he has with CK and Yummy, that is not that they've been playing together for years. That's something you can't argue against. Well, it might actually be a bad thing. I'm not gonna lie, how much they played with Jacko. That could actually be a detriment to them.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. It could be a super sub for Rory's Wolfhounds. But at the same time, Can's Banshees have they've got a good chance themselves. King of Casual, Touch, and Phil. It's two good teams, to say the least. If there were 6 teams for this tier, I do reckon both of these teams would have been in the top 4 regardless. Um, and it's going to be interesting. But before we get on to any predictions, Dave, I'm just going to ask you directly to explain how the semi-finals work, because it is a bit different to the league play, which some people might not know. So go ahead there. I'll let you take the stage again.
Yeah, well, we're going to get straight away into the trivia tree. We're not going to hold up these boys any longer as they're about to head off there. But playoff format for semi-finals is the good old trusty 3v3 game 1, 2v2 game 2. Game 3 is 1v1. And as we see a bit of a Yummy Uranium miss there. But yeah, and then the losing team at that point in the series gets to choose what game mode between 2s and 1s game 4 is. Game 5, 3v3. As we see a lovely team collective effort from both sides there. Touch, creates some great space, and King of Casual. Oh no, never mind! I thought the Wolfhound's own goals. That's actually just really good by King of Casual, Nova.
Yeah, very good double tap off the post. Whether you meant to or not is yet to be seen, but it does not matter. If you are in that position, you're there to take the opportunity. Look, that's what matters. And we're going to have to see a quick response from Wolfhounds here. It's only 30 seconds in, but they don't want to let this one get away from them, as Jacko is missed that one. Yummy on low boost, but does well to slow it down. Wins the 50 and forces Touch to commit, who's low on boost himself right now. But he's centered in. King of Casual can't get up to it, Dave. Such a good opportunity. Wolfhound, or Banshees rather, starting off fast in this one.
They are starting off really good, but Jacko, quick as usual. That is what he's good for. Going speed for the ball. Tries to find the bump. It's there. I nail this, CK. His form from the land of 2s is coming back to bite him. Oh, that was the... Oh, that... They will have to be ruined that chance if they lose this game by a goal, Nova.
It was a perfect opportunity to get back into the game, and they've just squandered it. It's set up perfectly for CK. No one's home, but he just hasn't gotten to the ball, and now he's on 0 boost. This was a bit dangerous, as it just bounces in for Phil to double their lead. 85 seconds even into this match now.
CK just has no boost and he can't get to it. He almost tried to race back, but That's just either some good boost there in the corner by his teammate or by the opposition, but that's the perfect start for the Banshees now. I don't know, is Jacko any bit warm up? I presume he wasn't playing the game, but it's just going to be, especially with Melty not showing, it's going to put a real dent in the hopes of Wolfhounds. As you see, good beat by Yomi there on defense, crucial. I feel like if Wolfhounds are going to have any chance of winning this series with their sub in, Yomi will need to be on form, because especially at this level, he has the potential to carry this lobby very hard. Well, we can't forget about King the Casual here. Another player here. Former 1600 himself. The man is very threatening when on the ball. Jacko. But a good intercept by Touch. Good touch the backboard there. That's good 50 by Yomi. Oh. Pass upfield. The redirect can't come through. And the fake and Jacko scores! Brilliant.
And what a play by Wolfhounds there. Yomi just completely fakes out. Phil bites. And that means Jacko is just a free opportunity there.
A free opportunity indeed.
That is something. But we go right back to the play here. Jacko, he wants another. Doesn't have quite the boost. But that one's going to bounce out. Yomi Uranium. Can he get one back? Hits off the sidewall. Oh, and that is such a good touch. Please, Rory. That's what, or CK. That's what I meant. Thank God. I thought that was just rolling back into his net. But luckily, they are still in it, this one there.
We wouldn't blame you for saying Rory. It's his team, and he's always playing with CK. All three of these players, to be honest. So there's no harm in that. That's a good demo coming out there by King. But the ball's only for CK. He tries to win the pass.
What a pass!
But that's a great save by Phil, the ultimate tug. Jacko tries to put it back across. Can't find the target. And they are putting on some great pressure, the Wolfhounds, right now. And they started the game a bit shaky, but they are certainly on top at the moment. There's a big double commit there. Jacko can't find the target. I can't find the target. The super sub scorers again.
The pressure is starting to mount. Jacko goes all right from there. Maybe Touch could have been a bit more patient, but the capitalization on that double commit from the substitute himself. A 2-goal lead overturned, but they still need to do more work here. CK, lovely little 50 there. Who's first at that ball? Touch gets a little pinch on it. Yomi, he's awkward here. Only gets a weak clearance out. 3 players commit to it, but it's cleared the length of the field. Which means Phil has to control this one. Takes it around Yomi. Still has possession as Jacko and CK back off for a bit, but now the challenge comes out. Falls backwards. CK doing so well there to keep the pressure on. The clearance isn't far. The boost is running out, but Yomi taking it back to that corner, allowing them to just relieve some of that pressure they have. But it's still great play from both of these teams.
Absolutely brilliant play, and especially at this level. We see the double commit. It just opened for Touch. I was going to go on about mental. I was going to go on about the mental consistency, but that's just a beautiful touch by a beautiful touch by Touch. Who he just takes out both defenders. Double commit. I don't know, miscommunication, but all the work the Wolfhounds have put in is right down the drain right there.
Whatever happened there? Look, it's been so good from Wolfhounds this series, but or at least ever since they went 2-0 down. But that was poor, and that's also poor. Touch with an open net, and he will put that lead back at 2 goals. Poor from Jacko and Yomi, and Banshees capitalised there.
Yomi needs to be doing better there. First rounder, he has to be doing better. He doesn't even really hit the ball with too much power, just the tiniest pop, and Yomi not really covering high, not really covering low, but we're going to see can any magic happen. CK trying to find the pass off to Yomi, but he was not ready in the position. Jacko going quick. That's the one benefit they have with Jacko subbing in. He is a very quick player. He might cause some issues on defense sometimes, but the speed he has, he can outspeed anyone in this lobby. As we see there, though, Yomi can't read the backboard touch. Just can't get that final finishing done there on target. I see a good cutout by Touch there. Jacko taking some lovely control. Past one. Can he get it past Phil as well? Gets the demo on Phil. That's brilliant play by Jacko. Going for a demo on the third. Can't make it happen. King, cool, calm, and collected in that corner. And they just need to hold out here. 10 seconds remaining. I would say that is game number 1 now. And it's going to be interesting now to see what 2 lineups, Nova, do we think are going to happen in the 2v2 here. I do know, but We'll see. Do you know?
Look, you'd have to think that's going to be Yumi and CK on the side of Wolfhounds. They've meshed so well together. Maybe Lan would suggest otherwise. They went out 0-2 and underperformed at that. But there's no separating those two lads, so you'd have to think again. It's them two playing together. For Banshees, I'd be unsure. I think the King of Casual has to be in that team with Touch. But Phil, he had such a good game there himself. 3 great performances all around from Banshees. But I'm going to say Touch and King of Casual versus Yumi and CK, if I had to take a guess.
I think you could be right. Yumi and CK, I think. I can't remember who failed totally.
Yeah, you're meant to know this, but okay.
I do know. I think you're right. I think it is King Touch, as far as I'm aware. Yeah.
King and Touch.
So,
yeah.
I don't know whether Touch was the second round or not, or it might have been a double pick. Either way, Yumi and CK.
Touch was the second round, don't worry.
Yeah. I'm saying Yumi and CK will be a hard duo to beat in twos, but when you gotta think of it, they had a terrible land performance, but this level might be a bit more easier for them as they get off to a great start there with Yumi finding the net.
Yeah, King of Casual, he doesn't do himself any favours with that save. Not the easiest one to save, don't get us wrong, but at the same time, you think with the performance in that last match, he can boom that one away. Still, early game, there's 4 minutes 50 seconds for them to come back. They will not need to panic whatsoever, as this one gets cleared down the line. CK does some very good time wasting there, fakes out King of Casual completely, but very good dunk from Touch, as he's going to try and go for the boost. CK beats him to it. They're not great air dribbles, so the pressure stays on. Yumi just collects 100 boosts in the nick of time, doesn't get bumped out either, but passes it right to Touch. Yumi comes right through there. And again, it's not a great clearance from King of Casual. CK hitting that one on target, and Touch has to clear away. Low boost here. Can he beat his man, however? Just flicks it up high, gives him time to get boost. King of Casual deep last, so Yumi takes it to the air. But right now, it's just, I think it's both teams feeling each other out here, Dave, in this series. Even though goals have been scored, I don't think either team wants to make that mistake that either equalises it or puts the team 2 goals ahead.
No, it's going to be interesting to see how Yumi and CK do here, because while they do have a lot of experience together, and they are generally a good twos partnership, what you got to remember is they'll probably do more trolling together than actual competitive ranked, so it's going to be interesting to see. I've been very impressed by Phil here. He tries to expect a dive by CK, but he patiently waits, which is clever. But that's another miss by Kane. He needs to up that consistency that just bit. Right now he's missing slightly too much so, but that's a good shot by Touch. Tries to force CK awkward, but that's beautiful to the corner. Can't find the double. Can King find his own? No, but Touch has to just retreat here. Yumi. He's patiently waiting though, and that's great. That's a great pressure reliever from Touch. It's very back and forth right now. No one's really kind of showing dominance over the other.
Yeah, there's not really a key performer here. It's other than that early little goal. Oh, but bump from CK and gets on Touch as well. Yumi commits though. King Casual such a good 50, but he gets bump time to the air. Goes again. Beats Yumi again. Can he dunk CK? No, he can't. That's cleared away. And now he has 100 boost. 1v1 against Touch, and that is poor. Very good chance to capitalise there, but it doesn't go the way he wants to. That's it, Yumi. Gets the flip reset, gets ahead of the ball a bit, and good defense denies him any chance of getting just a nice little clip there. Will the pinch come out? No, Touch just takes it to the corner himself. Chance here as it's played in midfield. King of Casual goes for it. CK wins it. A counter attack's going to be on. Yumi has 100 boost, but it's awkward in the corner here. Tries to take it himself. Can't beat Touch, but CK's already turned back, so he can control this one again. Keeps it close. Gonna try and take it over Touch at the very least. Gets the bump, but nothing comes of it. And with 2 minutes left in this one, Dave, we're struggling to see any great opportunities come out here, really.
No, we're not really. As soon as like someone beats a defender or something happens, a whiff comes out, which at this level you expect, at any level you expect it to happen a bit, but if they can stop whiffing just that small bit and find that extra bit of consistency, that's going to be the real difference maker. And see some good bumps coming out by CK, but Touch can't do anything, runs out of boost. And I feel like it's such a tight game. We would have expected a bit more of a high scoring affair here.
Oh.
But the second man was not there, Nova.
No, unfortunately not. That was probably the best opportunity we've seen ever since that first goal. And maybe we have another one here. Yummy, he's 0 boost, but gets a beat. CK, he will not miss the open net this time. And with 1:14 to go, they have doubled their lead.
They have indeed doubled that lead, and barring catastrophe, where they had their good spells at LAN, so it looks like they're having one of them now. Or should we say maybe not as bad a bad spell? We should say Nova. But
no, they was just a bit unfortunate at LAN. Yummy knows why he played poor at LAN, but
I had no part in that.
Oh no.
But
Dave, we trust.
Indeed.
Oh.
Me and CK had more of a reason to play worse than he did that night, but we see a brilliant.
No.
Unfortunate defending, but that's a brilliant pitch by CK.
Brilliant pinch, but very unfortunate from the King of Casual. Just hasn't worked out the way he wants whatsoever there. And it's a 3-goal lead for Wolfhounds. Unless some miracle happens, you'd have to presume, yeah, this is that. And Touch, he's turning back there when you're at this point of the match. 3 goals down with less than 40 seconds to go. You have to go for those. You have to take the risk. Because there's nothing to play for unless you go ahead and, you know, score 3 goals. And now 30 seconds. And as the time ticks on here, Dave, it really just looks like we're going to see a tied series going into this 1v1.
We will. It's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. But you see Kane, he finds it on target. There's 13 seconds. I'm just saying, it's not over yet, Nova. Kickoff shenanigans are a thing.
Look, are we going to see some cheeky Spanish kickoffs? Or are we going to see just it go right back to the blue corner, no goal scored? Let's see. Well, it does work out. King of Casual, he gets the boost. It's now or never, but he's playing this one a bit slow. That's it. Works out for him, but doesn't get the last touch. And Yummy and CK will equal the series for Wolfhounds. That said, they will get another goal, but this one is just for celebrations and nothing more.
No, trying to swing the momentum back in their favour potentially for this next 1v1. But 1v1, you would have to say, looking at the two teams generally, is more of a strong suit for the Wolfhounds than the Banshees. You would have to imagine.
Yeah, no, that's what you'd think exactly when you see these two teams. And I'm not even sure who's the best pick for, you know, the 1v1s right now. Because King of Casual didn't quite put up the performance I expected from him in that 2v2, if I'm going to be honest. We know he's capable of more. He's a very good player. Possibly the best in this lobby, if you want to argue when he's on his day. But if his team want to win this series, if Banshees want to find themselves a spot in the final, he might have to improve a bit. And if he's playing this 1v1, he's going to have to improve a lot, Dave.
He will have to improve. But I can tell you for a fact, Kenny Casual is not playing this 1v1.
Oh.
It will be the ultimate tug. Dangerous Gamer Phil himself will be playing in said 1v1. If either team to decide to join. There we go. Again,
Yummy versus Phil.
It's not necessarily the end of the road. It's currently a tied series, right? But whoever wins this game, right? Yes, they're heading the series, but what you got to remember is the losing team gets to decide whether it's 2v2 or 1v1 after this. So that's going to be very important to, and potentially swing the series back in your favor, Nova.
Yeah, it's very important indeed. And Phil, he doesn't care of the importance if you get to choose if you lose the match. He just wants to get this one over and done with early. Gets a good first goal. It's very strong 50 after a good kickoff. He may have missed the open net earlier at the very start, but he will not mind whatsoever. Good start so far for Phil, but obviously in ones, the game might as well be at the start. But what a save from Phil! He gets the second one as well, and what a way to start the series for him. He hasn't. Oh no, Sorry, maybe I was saying a bit too much praise there. We'll calm it down a bit. As Yumi comes here, full tank of boost. Phil wins it. How generously with this drop from? It's an open net if he can get around to it, but he hits the bar. No! Can he get back in time? But no, Yumi's just going to have an open net here, Dave. And it's 1-1.
This is going to be the ultimate series of two different play styles. Phil is going to be very good on the ground. And as we know, Yumi, the freestyler himself, he'll be looking to take it to the air. But if Yumi can't score in the air and Phil can just keep him out, I can imagine a lot of counter-attack open nets are going to be there for Phil. Was that a wave dash kickoff I just saw in Rising Star? I might believe my eyes. Oh my god. I am seeing...
Keep up with the times.
That is high level 1v1 techniques right here, and I am... Oh my, these guys would win in Superstar.
Look, we might be needing to make a new tier for these lads. But right now, we'll keep them grounded just a bit to make sure they focus on this tier. As Phil just testing out Yumi Uranium there. Good stop from the mod himself. Here comes Phil, dancing around. Oh, and the dancing has made him look silly. He gifts an open net to Yumi for the second time this match. And he says thank you very much.
That's unfortunate from Phil. If he got the half flip the correct way or maybe drifted a bit better, he could have saved it. But Yumi's going to take that all day long, easy as you like. And the most important thing in such a long series and in RLIS and a 1v1 like this is to not keep your composure. Don't get tilted, because if you get tilted, the whole series is down the bag, down the drain. But that's something we should probably be saying for Yumi, because he's known to have his little moments, we'll say. But it's very close 1v1 still. Phil is keeping himself well in this. He's probably been arguably on top bar one or two moments, but we're gonna see, can Yumi show some of that superstar firepower we know he has, Nova?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but I have every bit of faith in Phil that he can also fight for this. He's been doing very well, and that's a great demo. How does it fall? Not as generously as he would have hoped, but he still has possession. What's he going to do here? What a strong 50 on Yumi. Can he get around it? Goes right into the bottom corner. Slotted perfectly. Tied game once more.
The ultimate ranked 1 move by Yumi. See ball, go ball. Phil's like, you're out of boost. I have all the boost. Let's take a 50. Score an easy open net. Half the game remaining. And it's still anyone's game to take. Such a close game right now. That's good defense from Yumi there, but Phil opts to play it back and just take control of the ball. Phil does not like going to the air at all. He takes things very grounded, which, when you're trying to just keep the game close and maybe score on the counter attack a few times, it's definitely the way you want to be playing, as Phil is showing us right now. But what's your take so far, Nova? Anything either of these players need to do to probably take that series?
Look, I think they're both establishing their way they want to play quite well. As you mentioned, Phil wanting to play that ground game, and if that's what he's most comfortable with, that's exactly what he needs to go for. He's making a few dives here and there that's giving Yumi a lot of space, but at the same time, he has been playing quite well. That said, Yumi abuses the space he was given, and shows us why he was probably the favourite going into this 1v1.
You'd say he's the favourite, but Phil, he has been known for a few scalps in 1v1 in the past.
Absolutely.
He is a very capable 1v1 player, as we can see right now. He's keeping such a close series with Yumi, but only time will tell. Can he make some magic happen? As we see Yumi here going for the air dribble. That's a brilliant save by Phil. If he can recover in time, it might just be in. But I think Yumi's going to get back in time. Where's Phil there? Phil bodies it in! That is absolutely brilliant by the ultimate tug.
First of all, what a save from Phil to keep that one out. I was sure Yumi had just clipped on him. And then on top of that, just completely fakes him out as well.
He bumps him.
While getting the bump on top of the fake. That is sensational from Phil. And he's equalised the game. It's still on for him. This has been some performance from him, but Yumi, oh no, what a save from Phil, gets right back into it. and Yummy has to rush back now. He's quite low. Phil staying grounded, gets the touch. Yummy just about pinches it away, but Phil keeps it close, stays under control, takes it back to his net. Yummy gonna try and capitalize, but Phil does well to keep out. Lands on his own post as we enter this last minute. Yummy tries to flick it over. What a wonderful flick from Yummy. And with a minute to go, he keeps that lead at 1 goal.
I'm still speechless after Phil's last goal. I thought it was a 50 on that ball. No, he just fakes it and bumps it. That was brilliant. But I don't know about Phil, but definitely this is going to be a big mood decider for the rest of the series. If Phil can come back, that's going to put a huge dent in Yummy's mentality. But at the moment, he's doing just enough to get over the line. As we see a good 50 by Yummy there. But Phil, I think, does he get it in? No, he misses. He's going to try and put it on target, but puts it too softly in front of Yummy. Yummy has the counter-attack opportunity. He's going to play this slow. He's going to try and make something happen. That's a great 50 by Phil. But I don't think it's in again. Oh, the ball is just not falling the way that Phil needs it to right now. As he decides to just fake it, leave it go back. Brilliant low 50 by Yummy. Gets it past Phil, but he has all the time and the space with the boost now. Hits it off to the corner. He's going to fake this and go low. It's what he's done all series now, but I think Yummy's starting to read it. He's been a bit too predictable at the moment. And 10 seconds remaining. Yummy is in the lead. Can we see some magic happen from Phil? Yummy decides to hit it to his corner. Gets one touch. He's air dribbling it now. Phil's going to struggle to get back in time. It's kept up. But that is game 2 to the Wolfhounds. Maybe what was expected, but if I were basing it on form, I think Yummy got a bit lucky to win that 1v1 Nova.
Absolutely, I'll be honest. I would have expected Yummy to probably dominate that one, win by a couple of goals, but Phil, he's made a good account for himself there. Played that one very close, and I think he has every reason to hold his head high going into the rest of the series. As we see here, that Banshees have... Banshee's choosing a game mode that isn't actually an option on the table for them.
A former moderator himself, and Wolfhounds are now also asking for trees.
No, I respect it, but
they have selected 2v2 Nova.
Look, daring for them to go for it again after they played that 1v1 so close. But we'll see how this one fares for them. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong in saying this, Dave, but because Yummy and CK played last time, they can't play again, correct?
Yeah, that would be correct. You cannot use the same 1v1 player or 2v2 combo. So it will have to be a different one. So it's going to be CK and Jacko.
Ooh.
I think that was a predetermined one while Mitzi Crispy was still on the pitch. But Phil and the King of Casual, maybe a bit more of an experienced 2v2 combo. I think they will be looking to take a bit of a scalp here. But 2v2 is known as Jacko's strongest game mode. Which it's one of his good modes that he's known for. And I will admit, as I'm speaking, CK and Jacko are also known to throw in ranked. That's just a bad flip. How many times have I told Jacko not to go for the corner boost in rank 2 in 2v2 and he still doesn't believe me?
Look, with regards to what you say, I think that was sensational from Phil himself. He does what he needs to do there, puts it into the open net. Might actually have a second for himself here, but Jacko rushes back for it. King of Casual. Oh, that's great. Oh, Jacko has actually missed that one. Thought he had it myself. But even though it's 1-0 early on, I feel like I've said this every single game this series. It's early doors, there's every chance to get back into it, and you just have to stay a bit confident, a bit composed if you're Jacko and CK. Don't let the first goal get you, because this one's within reach, as here comes CK, gets the bump as well. Jacko not there, so King of Casual, tries to fake out Jacko, forces a 50, he leaves it for Phil, who puts it onto the backboard. King of Casual on target, but CK makes a strong save on 0 boost, and Jacko gets the first touch. Phil takes it away from net. King of Casual doesn't quite get the touch, so Jacko forces 2 to jump, Dave. So far, it's been a great game from both sides.
It has been a phenomenal game by both sides. and like Banshees in the lead. I think this game is very crucial for Banshees because if they win this, it's a tied series. Effectively becomes as they double their lead, it would become a best of 3 from now on. But if Wolfhounds, if they can come back in this game, would put them in the driving seat in the series.
And what a goal for King of Casual to give them a chance to do so. Reads the bounce perfectly and manages to slot that one in the net, giving CK no chance. Especially with Phil getting the demo there, it means that King of Casual, the team does perfect is what I'm trying to say there. And here comes Phil trying to put a turret in. CK, he's doing well on the offense, or sorry, on the defense rather, but they need to start working on those transitions, those counter attacks. So here he comes on 0 boost, beats one, and the clearance comes out. King of Casual, the transition's looking just so much stronger from Banshees here, as here comes Phil. Jacko can't quite get the touch. But here they go again. King Casual again pressing down perfectly. No one there, however. Good pass from CK to Jacko off the post. Doesn't quite find its way in. So they're going to have to go again. King Casual beats out CK this time, but Jacko going to be first to the follow-up. Awkward one for Phil. Reads it perfectly though. He has been having an amazing series. And if it comes to it, he can put... if that team wins, if Banshees win, they can really say thank you, Phil, for his amazing performance there, Dave, because he's been doing great so far.
He has been doing very good, and I think Wolfhounds, it's very tough when you're playing such good 2v2 combo as the Banshees right now, but I think how well CK and Jacko are going to do for this next half of this game is really dependent on their boost levels, because Jacko, he likes to play very quick, which might leave his teammate boost starved a bit with those big boosts he likes grabbing, but time will tell. As we see here, Phil trying to go for that ground game, but CK, after learning a bit from that 1v1, smartly dives. King of Casual though, you have to be a bit more afraid with his star firepower. But that's a great demo on the midfield.
Oh, Phil, that's dirty.
But they can't go quickly enough. And Jacko, he just needs to dive. Gets faked out by King, but the ball is off target. And some tactical whiffs, Nova, as usual.
Look, they haven't conceded. That's the main thing Wolfhounds will be thinking there, but they do need to start ramping up that offense. You know, we're going into the last 90 seconds. And what do they have to show for it? Not a lot, really. But the demo chasing coming out. Phil does great to avoid it. CK gets a shot out, but it's well blocked. Jacko 0 boost, which means King of Casual can just clear it. It's not a great one as CK puts it at the backboard, fakes out for Jacko, and Phil reads it again. This man has been having an amazing series. And CK forced his own backboard, clears away. Phil there waiting, gets dunked out. Jacko can't rush for it because King of Casual just puts it right back. The touch isn't great, and King of Casual forces it in to make their lead 3-0 as we go into the final minute.
And that's as you would expect. They are winning the game mode they chose, and they are putting themselves right back in this series. A minute left, 3 goals. It's nearly all done but dusted, this game 4 of this series. But never say never. Jacko and CK need one thing to go their way, and it's right back in their favour potentially. As we see Jacko going for a classic ceiling shot of his. Can't make target. Left CK in a 2v1. That's a brilliant pop with the King of Casual. It is open, but Phil pops it up. He can't score. Oh, we'll say they feel bad. They don't need another goal. Banshees don't need another goal.
Look, I'm going to say that was intentional anyways. It almost works out perfectly for Phil. Jacko, if Jacko would have got to that if it was on target, I feel. So Phil does quite well, to beat his demand the first time. Just a bit unlucky to not get the power on it the second time. And as we enter the last, it looks like we're about to have an equal series here. As they're just messing around here now, Phil. The King Casual. Can you get one more on the board? Not quite. So will consolation call come out here. Jacko takes to the sky. And look, a very convincing game from Banshees to say the least. 2-2 in the series, and anyone's to play for as we entered the final 3 games.
The final 3 games, indeed. And now, speaking about our little format earlier, before the game 1 interrupted us, We will be going to game 3, a 3v3 game mode next, Nova. As I'm quickly doing a bit of map rotation.
Yeah, it's going to be look, if the first 3v3 is anything to indicate, it's going to be a good game. Banshees obviously took the first one. They'll be feeling confident to put themselves on series points. But that's not to say Yummy, CK, and Jacko don't have a chance.
Oh, they have every
They looked good. Yummy and CK looked very good in that initial 2v2. And Yummy still looked fine in that 1v1. So I would not be willing to bet on either of these teams winning this game. It is neck and neck, Dave.
Neck and neck, indeed. As we begin here with this game number 5. 3v3. This is as close a series as you're going to get right now. We would absolutely love a game 7. I would not. Well, no. As a caster, we would love it. As an Irish rugby fan, I would not love it. But I don't get to decide that, Nova. These players do. They have fate in their own hands. They can make it happen, provided no internet outages happen. But that's a great 50 by Jacko, but Touch is just waiting in net. And Yummy counters out in the midfield. That's a great shot by CK. And that is probably one of the advantages that this Wolfhounds roster does have over the Banshees, and that would be the aerial firepower they have. But that's a great pass infield by Touch, and Phil just can't find the target. Oh, that's really unfortunate from the Banshees.
Look, what I'm liking to see at least both teams are coming out with these passing plays early on. It's a good sign of confidence, good sign of both teams thinking, yeah, we can absolutely win this one. But so far, the ball has enjoyed a long period in this blue half. Wolfhounds having to do everything to keep out of their net. And Jacko beats one. Can he beat Phil? Instead, he gets the pass across to CK. And that is beautiful from the Wolfhounds to give themselves a lead in this game 5.
Where was this in the 2v2? Like, where was this in the 2v2? Come on. Like, this is what frustrates me. I'm annoyed now. They're doing all this beautiful playing a 2v1, but they couldn't do this in the 2v2. Oh, if I wasn't on stream now, I'd have a few more choice words for Jacko and CK. But either way, they're doing exactly what Rory would need. The Fraudiger must be over the moon right now with how his team is playing. Especially if they can take this game 5, Nova.
Yeah, this is exactly the way he wants his team to play, and probably the way they've been set up to play. Good chemistry from the lads. Oh, but King of Casual takes it to the backboard. What a double tap from the King of Casual. That is a marquee way to equalise the game up for his team. Like, I'm speechless.
He nearly absolutely snipes Yummy's car. I will say he nearly absolutely sniped it with that double touch instead. But kick-off shenanigans? Where was this in 2v2? What happened here? King just misses the ball, and Phil wasn't ready. Wolfhounds are back in the lead, Nova, and I feel like King's beautiful effort has just gone to waste there.
All for naught, it seems. That happens to every player in kickoffs, regardless of your level. It always hurts to witness a bit, though. Regardless, they just have to keep on going. They need to put it in the back of their heads and think, yeah, we just need to focus on the rest of this game. They are still making those good passing plays. That one to the backboard was a good one there, but nothing quite came of it. So here comes Yummy. 50 to midfield into Jacko. Good positioning from Phil to save that one. That is cleared to the side. King Casual passing it back midfield. The pinch attempt coming out. Will Jacko get a touch there? He doesn't, which means Phil can try play it on target, just a bit wide. So Yummy gonna take it up the wall. Then everyone knows what he can do in the air. So King of Casual has to be quick to challenge. Jacko doesn't get to it. CK didn't die there initially, but no threat comes from it. As it's back in the corner again. Jacko loses the 50. CK uses every bit of boost he has to clear that one upgrade to the other side. And Jacko touches, does everything right. Boom on target, but King of Casual right there in his right position. Phil gets the beats, doesn't have the boost, but can he get another? Yummy doesn't have the hit, plays midfield. King of Casual gets a brace for himself, but Phil with a beautiful pass equalised the game once more.
That was something we were seeing in the 2v2 between them, but either way, that is a beautiful infield pass. very bit different, but same idea as Jacko and CK earlier. And again, a clutch moment exactly when they needed it, and they're doing a lot better than last time with no kickoff goal straight away. But there will be a bit of pressure on both sides as this is a crucial game now in this series. As we see here though, Touch tries to find that backboard, but is well defended by the Wolfhounds. 2-2 with just over a minute and a half left. This is still anyone's game to take. As we see a big booming ball down there. Yummy trying to make something happen in the corner, but smartly steals the boost. Decides to leave it. CK gets a bit of a wayward touch there, but it's over kind of casual. And probably should have been caught out there, but this is a great attacking opportunity, but Yumi's just a bit too far back. And then we have a quick counter attack for the Banshees. Wait! Oh! Nova, what is happening right now?
It is back and forth there. Opportunities for both sides. King Casual backboards that one. Double commits, but CK manages to just beat through his teammate to get that one away. Will he go for another? CK. Oh, the miss. Jacko can only backboard again once more. Touches the controller disconnected there. He's just standing still on the side of the box. I'm not sure what to think. But Yumi's put into the net. A Touch still didn't skip the replay. Is something up here?
A disconnect maybe? Is Touch still moving? No, he's not.
No, he's not.
As I'm not able to press scoreboard, but if Nova could check his ping potentially.
No, his ping is completely fine. I think the controller might have just gone the cable, whatever you'll say. And Banshee's a man down. Oh, Touch is finally back. But it did cost him a goal.
He would have almost certainly.
Oh, no way.
He would have almost certainly been back to defend that goal that they scored as well. So that has to be a very bittersweet moment for the Banshees. As kind of casual breaks the #1 rule of under 6 soccer, you don't bring it across your own box. And that was a beautiful 50 by CK. Doubles the lead. It is going to be an interesting 1v1 next game, Nova.
Yeah, always a play for next game. And Banshees are going to be feeling hard done by there. This game, in my eyes, probably would have still been 2-2 if it wasn't for what happened there. But it's not over just yet, Dev.
Again, never say never. It's a great shot by Touch, but I think it was off target. I think it was put in by the side of Wolfhounds.
I think so as well.
But we're not going to name names of it.
No, we won't. Let's see, I just kick off 4 mates. Oh, it just rolls. Bit anticlimactic, would you say, Dave? But
you
look,
would say that.
Wolfhounds, they capitalised on the opportunity that presented itself. And they find themselves on series point as we head into the 1v1. And you have to question, who's going to play this 1v1? For both sides. Yummy, probably the strongest player for Wolfhounds, already played his series. But meanwhile, between the King of Casual and Touch, you could argue a case for each over who would be the strongest there for Banshees.
Now, I'm going to, based on who they had before this series went underway, I would imagine it would have been CK over Melty Crispy, and I would imagine King of Casual, their first rounder, did not play last time, so I have a feeling we're about to see a CK and King of Casual 1v1 come to fruition. Fruition.
There we go.
I can speak English now. I was meant to say fruition, and I nearly accidentally mixed it with tuition, and I don't know why.
Anyways, we go to Beckwith Park, Game 6.
Who's your predicted winner?
Who's my what?
Who's your predicted winner of this 1v1?
Look, I'm gonna have to see who plays first. But CK, if it's... Look, I'm gonna have to back King of Casual. I think we are going to see a Game 7 here. I think it's going to be a very close 1v1 here. But here we get underway, Dave.
blasphemy if I don't pick CK to win, but I also want to see Champions Field for a 3v3 game, so we'll have to wait and see as we see potentially a quick counter-attack opportunity. But that's great defense by King, but CK knows he's low, he took the boost. Hell, I don't really know. Kane has had that, like, he has a very good offense, but does he have that consistency in his decisions? I don't know if he has it. CK, lovely 50, knows he has no boost, puts it in target, on target, and a nice early lead for the Wolfhounds. And is Rory unfrauding himself?
Look, he has an argument to make. If he is or isn't, but King of Casual is not going to go down quietly. He is going to put up a fight here as he takes a touch close. Going to have to 50 with CK. Good idea, but doesn't quite work out. He goes back to get the boost. What a pinch from CK. That one's just going to bounce down awkwardly. King of Casual clears way far. Maybe didn't have to waste boost going up for that one, but he's up there now. Takes it low. Gets the beat on CK. Oh, and that is great from King of Casual to equalise it, Dave.
Absolutely brilliantly by King Casual, and CK, could he done better? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, tight game right now, and I'm just gonna stop talking though, because anytime I talk, there just happens to be a goal.
I'm gonna be honest, I tapped out, so I'm completely confused here. Great kick-off from King of Casual. Look, he won it. He won it strongly at that. So, credit's given where credit is due. He's established a lead for himself. Something, whether you think Phil played great or not in the ones, that's something Phil didn't do in the ones, was establish a lead. King Casual, oh, that is very cocky, might I say. It doesn't get countered on just yet. But CK gets the bump on him. Can't quite get around it. So King Casual will survive for now. Beats his man and booms it upfield. Can he steal the boost? No, CK does well. Notices what his opponent wants to do. King Casual turns on that one. Very strong 50. Can he go for the corner boost now? Yes, he will. He boost starves his opponent here, but gifts the ball away. What's he going to do now? Clears it to his corner. King Casual has 100 boost in the tank once more. His opponent's gone back. Oh, and he's tried to take it low again. CK this time reads it. But still, Dave, CK just playing a bit cautious, don't you think?
Yeah, I suppose you would too, wouldn't you, really? If you're potentially winning this series right now and your team's hopes ride on your shoulders now. This game isn't as important to the Wolfhounds, but CK does have the chance to put them in a Rising Star final. And that is an absolutely brilliant 50. But it looks like King is going to be back in time. He's going to wait. CK doesn't commit. He's probably playing a bit too cautious, Nova.
That's what I was thinking exactly, and King of Casual punishes him for just that. After a great touch on the defense, he capitalizes on CK's mistouch, realizing his boost situation, and makes it a two-goal lead. And King of Casual, he's won these kickoffs before. He might want to try and establish a 3-goal one, just make it tougher on his opponent. As it falls right to him, just hits it away. CK on 100 boost, however. Gonna try and make something happen. Instead, King of Casual gets the flick. Will he get the next touch? No, CK dives for it and gets the boost at that. Something could happen here, but King... Oh, what a touch from King of Casual to take it across. Leave CK with no chance, who now has to rotate back. Waste time, gets the fake! And King of Casual now sees himself 3 goals to the good.
3 goals to the good. That is absolutely brilliant by King of Casual. Probably fakes out CK a small bit, can't backflip in time, and that is absolutely brilliant by King of Casual. 3 goals, trying to hope to put his team in the final. As we see here, that is a great quick counter attack by CK. Wins the kickoff massively, the corner bounces in his favour, and that is a great shot there indeed. King not expecting it, or maybe just didn't react quick enough. That is interesting indeed.
Guys, it's a great goal from CK. Does well enough to slot that one home, and maybe has another one for himself if he can get around it. Not quite, and that is a chance he might rue later on, but he does get the boost still, which is very important. King of Casual on 0. If CK goes back for this mid boost, I think he's done everything right. Or even just keep the pressure on. But now the boost finally spawns for King of Casual, and CK finds himself quite high upfield. With 0 boost of that, he can only go for pads. Loses the 50, it just bounces right for an open net. And King of Casual restores that 3-goal lead.
3 goals, a minute 45. I've seen a lot crazier comebacks, Nova, but if anyone has the shenanigans in their back pocket to make this happen, I feel like CK does. A few weird plays, or maybe just sees ball, go ball. I'm overthinking this, Nova.
Look, you have to be a bit, be a bit cautious of CK. Obviously, he's a great player. He has the chance to, like, I wouldn't rule him out at all at this moment. I wouldn't rule out any player really in this moment. And CK, that is a strong win. But King Casual does well to get the bump and get the boost. And what magic can he make happen here? Has the flip, but CK does well to beat him. As he takes into the corner, we're entering the last minute. And the goals have to start coming out. This is a good opportunity. Takes the ceiling. Oh, it doesn't quite bounce the way he wants, but he still has the ball. Yummy Uranium-esque air dribble. But it's King of Casual. Back to save it, Dave.
Back to save indeed, and the clock is King of Casual's friend, especially if he can get this goal right here. And that is easy as you like, and I think that nearly almost certainly seals this Game 6 on our way to that elusive Game 7, Nova. You can't ask for anything more.
No, you cannot.
OT? Game 7 OT?
Hopefully. That's what we'll be hoping for. But it's hard to say that neither team wouldn't deserve that. Both teams have been playing great here. They've been giving their all in every series. Look, some of the games haven't been as close as others, but the trees have been close regardless. And it is going to be a good one to watch. I'm going to ask you, Dave, who do you think takes it?
I'm going to refrain to answer that until we at least start Game 7, Nova. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the smart card and wait till we start Game 7, see who scores 5 goals, and then say they're winning.
Look, that is a almost guaranteed way of figuring out who is the better team. It's a tough call, because like we've been saying, both teams have been playing great so far. I don't... It feels like this could be a final. Both teams, you know, deserve a spot based on the way they've been playing in my eyes. But only one can get it. And it all comes down to this. As we're being asked for a 4v4, for Rumble, for Snow Day by the players. As much as I wish we could maybe give it. I do think we're going to have to stick to the standard 3v3.
We might. I'd prefer a bit of 3v3 hoops myself, but are they going to be playing 3v3? Have I been lied to this whole time, Nova?
Let's see.
I don't know. We're going to have to wait on the players and see what happens. Oh, this Game 3 will not be a forfeit. It will have to go ahead. This is brilliant. Great news for the parishes all around, and this will all be worth it if the Banshees can pull away with a win. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. Nova, solo cast.
Sure thing. That is a great kickoff, can I say, from Jacko. CK, he gets demoed, but because of the demo, someone runs into him, knocking him upwards, and he uses the flip to get to the ball first. That is genius from CK. And, oh no! Kickoff's gone wrong, and 5 seconds in, Wolfhounds, they have a 2-goal lead.
That is just a brilliant... That's probably the best start within 5 seconds. Oh my, I'd be fuming if I were Cans. Like, you gotta try and rally the troops somehow, but that is... I don't think you can get a worse start. Oh,
Oh, what a passing play.
I think I should stop talking though.
Really?
I think everyone would be a lot happier if that happens.
Regardless of how you feel, that is a great play. Out of 1, 2, 3. 14 seconds in, look, it's not over until the fat lady sings, but it is a mountain to climb for Banshees. King of Casual though is only sensitive for CK. He's lucky that he hasn't made it 4 already. They're going to need to get a goal quickly so they can get their mentals back. But double commits coming out between Phil and King of Casual. It's looking tough, to say the least, Dev.
It is tough, but seeing how well they, not this game, but in the series of played Tributary, I wouldn't say it's impossible for the Banshees as... Oh! Jacko tries to be fancy and scores it, but his teammate just bumps it out of the way. CK! I know you're not feeling well, you've been sick, but like, what is going on?
That's one they'll rue, to say the least, if Banshees manage to come back. But instead, Jacko is out hunting and does so well to make, I believe it's Phil in the net, yeah, it makes Phil so awkward. And Yummy, seeing this, just slots it into the empty net, and it is becoming tougher and tougher for Banshees there. But maybe Wolfhounds just have this one.
Maybe, indeed, but Phil has gone AFK. It seems no, I think he's back, but I'm a bit confused right now. But either way, I would have to say I think Rory is somehow unfrauded himself, and I do think
What's this?
This is almost too big a mountain to climb back for the Banshees. I can't really see it happening, especially with how they've been playing this game, Nova.
Yeah, it hasn't been the game that they would have wanted. It's not been the game that I think their opponents would have expected. 3 minutes, look, you can score 4 goals in 3 minutes quite easily. That's the first one for Touch. They will fight for this. It is going to be so tough to overcome it. But if they do, Dave, if they do, it will be a story for the ages.
This would be one of the great RLIS comeback stories. It would be nowhere near the Saints best of 9 reverse sweep, but it would be up there definitely for individual comeback games in RLIS history. But we see here though, Wolfhounds are having to do some defense. That's a great touch, great touch by Touch. But we see here King take it to the air. That's a great 50. Can he bump him? No, he gets it past Jacko. Does he have a teammate there? Phil. He's kind of caught awkward. Can only keep reversing. Kenny Casual up. Gonna try and make something happen, but Phil hits it forward. And no one's there from the Banshees. 2 minutes or so remaining on this clock, Nova, and the task is just getting... That mountain to climb is getting higher and higher for the Banshees as time goes on.
It is getting higher, but they are going to explore it as much as they can, right up until they have to stop. And this, it's another chance, it's on target, but Jacko gets back to it, and it's just another chance that goes to the waste. That one, however, King Casual just making sure it's not cleared away. Jacko taps it, CK misses, and they have to start going for it here. It's 3 goals to push for. King Casual gets the 50, but Yummy Uranium does so well to take it to the corner. That one hits off the ceiling. CK reads it so well. But he's not, Yummy not up to that one. King Casual hits it down. Phil doesn't really have the boost, so he can only tap it across. No one's there. It's King Casual rushing. CK gets the 50, and their own worst enemies here, it feels at times, Dave. The Banshees just cannot get anything going right now. As that one, will that be the end of it? King Casual keeps it out, but Jacko puts it home, and that might be that.
That could be that. It's, like I said it way earlier, I think that is that. They don't have much left. It is devastating for the Banshees. Just devastating. That's all we can say, really. especially the way this Game 7's turned out. They've been so good all series long, but it's just in the final game when it mattered most, they couldn't really string anything together, Nova.
No, it just it felt like it feels like this is a different team we're watching, which is unfortunate because they've, like we said, they've been a very good team the whole series. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you play in the 6 games. If it's 3-3 and it goes to Game 7, you need to be the better team. And that shot from Phil, I think, describes the series perfectly. He's just left the game. Oh no.
I will add that the delay in time of this series will put this Game 7 being played in questionable doubt by Phil's time. He wasn't really. We were expecting it to be forfeited, that there wasn't going to be much time left, but he did manage to play it out, but there's really no time. It's not really worth for him to stay.
Look, I can't fault him. It's been a frustrating Game 7 from them, to say the least. But at the same time, you'd be hoping the players would at least stay until that clock hits 0. That said, Wolfhounds, what a game from them. They've done everything right in this Game 7, and you'd be sure they will make a name for themselves? Sorry, make a name for themselves in that final as CK, Yummy Uranium, and hopefully Melty Crispy instead of Jacko again will find themselves right there.
Yeah, that's commiserations to the Banshees, 2 lovely cans. It's an unfortunate way to end Rising Star season, but congratulations again to Yummy, CK, and Jacko. Jacko stepping up when the Wolfhounds needed him. Tried and trusted for Rory. Rory potentially could get a tier win, Nova, and they will be waiting. Tomsters, Celtic Tigers, and it will be. Only time will tell who will win or when that is organised, but can Tomster save RLI's hopes and stop the fraudager from unfrauding himself?
Look, it'll be a good series for anyone who's wondering who is on Tomster's Celtic Tigers. It is Buttsnorkler, Little Dutch Boy, and Septic. So it's 2 good teams, 2 very good teams. And it could go either way in the best of 9, if I'm correct, Dave.
Yes, best of 9. Slightly different format to how we saw it tonight, but it's such a long series. It's more about keeping your mental than anything, really, and trying to play the odds right. But any final parting comments, Nova, before we end today's stream?
Look, I just want to say it was a great series to watch. Both teams, they gave a good account of themselves, and I think even though King of Casual, Touch and Phil lost that, I think they can hold their heads high, saying, yeah, we played well. A bit unfortunate in that Game 7, as well as unfortunate in that Game 5 beforehand, which Touch's controller dying. But all in all, very good series all around, and looking forward to the final already.
It will be hopefully very good, and I'd just like to thank you, Nova, for joining me in the casting booth tonight. It would have been very lonely for myself if you hadn't came in to save the day.
Look, thank you for being here with me. Very much worth it, and well, we'll see who's around for the final.
We will see indeed during the RLIS finals week for Rising Star, but I've been D-Lynch. No one knows Nova has been with me tonight, and one last final commiserations to the Banshees and congratulations to the Wolfhounds. Keep an eye out on the Twitter and on in the announcements in the Discord to find out when these finals and series are being streamed, and we'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Bye.